plaintiff, Marvin Smith, says the defendant is his older brother, and his family has always considered him to be the chosen one. Marvin claims when he was younger, the defendant used to beat him up in an attempt to toughen him up, and he's suing him for rent, food, and emotional distress. Defendant Paul Gogler says recently he moved into Marvin's home, and while there, they got into an argument, and Marvin threatened him with a machete and then shot a gun through the door to intimidate him. He's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Well, sir, when we were children, he was a chosen one, and he was supposed to be taken care of by everybody. Well, as the years went, I went to the West Coast.
Why do you think that was?
Because that's the way it was set down by Grandma.
So Grandma.
Told everybody that he's a chosen one and he's to be taken care of.
And what about your parents? What did they say to that?
They went along with it.
What Grandma said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get that memo. Right. He's my older brother, and I'm not here to take care of anybody. I'm having a hard time enough to take care of me. And
what was it like when you all were growing up? Did you all get along? I know you said he was the chosen one.
Well, I went to California when I was 7 or 8, and I didn't come back till I was a teenager. Mm-hmm. Raised very poor, went without food.
He was in the household with you guys?
No. He was in Oklahoma. I'm in California with my mom. Mm-hmm.
Did your mom or somebody have a big job when they moved out there?
No,
that's expensive. It is crazy out there.
Yeah, well, she went out there because I'm dyslexic, and at that time in the 70s, I didn't have a lot of knowledge about it in the Midwest. So she took me out there to try to get me help with that.
That's worth the sacrifice, but it is extremely high out there, the cost of living compared to Detroit and Oklahoma and other places. What part did you say you all were poor? What part of?
Modesto, California.
Okay.
And went from there to Oregon, to Washington,
So when did you all begin a relationship where you were constantly in touch with each other? What age?
13, 14.
Okay. You all got along? You weren't falling out? You were good brothers?
No, yes and no, and mostly no. I mean, he would tell if we were somewhere in front of a lot of friends and stuff, and I'd say something, and he'd be like, "You're stupid, you don't know, you're ignorant."
Okay, he put you down a lot?
Put me down a lot, and then there'd be times that he'd just start beating on me and tell me he was going to toughen me up.
All right, let me hear your side.
Okay, Your Honor. I was adopted by my grandparents when I was born. I didn't even know he was my brother till I was 9 years old. I had a silver spoon in my mouth, correct. I got everything, he got nothing. But that was not my choice.
Did you get a quality education?
Yes.
Okay, what did you do after high school?
Well, after high school, I went to work, and then I went to college. I didn't finish college, but I work.
They should have gave you that.
Right.
They should have gave you a rule to go to finish college.
Right. Well, my father had passed away when I was 9, which was my grandfather, and or 10, right after they told me, not too long, and so. It was my mother, and she was kind of his grandmother. I call her mother because she raised me. And,
right, she was your grandmother.
Right, she's my mother.
Call her
right. And legally, she is my mother.
Got it.
So, anyways, she didn't have a lot. That's when my father died, is when they all moved back.
Who was spoiling you and giving you everything?
My mother and my father.
All right, and at one point they couldn't when it was college time?
No.
They did? They could afford college?
Yeah, I went to college.
So you say you didn't finish. Why didn't you finish?
Because I was stupid.
So now you owe him money because you were stupid to drop out of college?
No.
You do owe him. He's saying it.
I'm saying it, but can I finish, Your Honor?
No.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Listen.
I went to college.
So you say you didn't finish. Why didn't you finish?
Because I was stupid.
So now you owe him money because you were stupid to drop out of college?
No.
You do owe him. He's saying it.
Saying it, but can I finish, Your Honor?
No.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Plaintiff Marvin Smith is suing his brother, who claims Marvin threatened him with a machete and a gun.
Coming in talking about he was baby. He got it. You even over there. I got everything I wanted. And now here you owe the man money because you didn't finish off your education to get a good enough job or career, obviously, to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. And so I'm saying to you parents who are giving all your children everything, give that child an education with that money. With that money. Whether you use it on a private education, K through 12, or whether you use it and save it for college, that's giving them everything. All right, so you got everything as a child. Go ahead.
And when I did go to college, there wasn't money there. I got grants and student loans to go to college.
That's my point. Right. Yeah, they gave you everything that you didn't need when you were a child. Right. When it's time for your most important investment, it's not there. Go ahead, sir.
But I've never...
You walking around wearing Gucci, wasn't you?
Red bottoms.
Yeah, you were wearing red bottoms in the 7th grade. Chanel in the 8th grade, wasn't you? He's shaking his head, yeah. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm sorry, I'll let you finish.
I've never pulled a machete or a gun on my brother. I've never shot at him through a door or nothing like that.
What do you mean by that? Say that again.
In January, I have a girl over, second time she's come over, and he comes in and he don't like, we were all talking, and the girl don't like the language, so she says something to me, and about that time he says something, rah, 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 on me, and it's his house, and I have respect for him, and I said, you're not gonna talk to me that way. And the next thing I know, he goes to his room, comes out with a machete, then I'm just standing there, and he goes back in his room, comes out with a pistol, 9mm pistol, comes up to me, and has a machete like this and hits me in the head with the butt of the gun, and I started bleeding. And the girl jumps up and gets in between us, and I've got a hold of his wrist at this point. And she pushes him back in his room, kinda, and he's trying to, he's kinda letting it go at that time, and the girl's freaking out. And she shuts the door as soon as they go in the room, and I'm standing outside the door. Next thing I know, boom, through the door comes a shell.
How far from you?
Probably that far. I mean.
Sir?
The situation is, I'd asked him several times to get out, and what it was is I didn't get on to him, and I wasn't I asked him, I said, Paul, show the lady a little consideration, because he was drunk, and he told me, you're not gonna talk to me this way. And I'm like, I asked you to politely show some respect to me and my home and this lady. And I didn't have a gun and machete in my hand. I had a machete and I was screaming at him, get out, because he has attacked me. He's hit me several times through the years. And
have you, sir?
When's the last time I hit you?
He said that like it was,
When's the last time I hit you?
Heck, there's been times.
Right, he talked to me like that was a stupid question.
It's been 20 plus years.
Stupid question.
It's been 20 plus years.
And
he's attacked me
Let him
with 2 other
finish,
guys.
sir. Oh my God. Go ahead.
And so,
I got your point. What caused you to come to live with him?
I been with a girl for 23 years. We had a house. I had to get out. And I didn't have no place to go. He's lived with me more than
Why couldn't you afford your own?
I could.
Why did you go to live with him?
Because it
and
was
you
a
all
spur of the
had
moment deal,
friction. Why would you go live?
We get along most of the time as brothers.
Why wouldn't you just get your own place?
I was going to. I just needed a place to stay for a few months.
Okay, how long did you stay?
I stayed like 8 months, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why. We started growing marijuana together.
So that doesn't mean you have to live there.
Our agreement
that doesn't mean you have to live there. You come there in the morning, you water them, you put the lights on them or whatever you do, you put the lamp on, you turn the lamp off, and you go back to work.
Well,
or you go back home.
Our stuff was outside too. And he wanted me to, he said on more than one occasion, you need to stay here and watch the plants.
Watch what? Why do you need to watch?
Because his house has been broken into.
Pardon?
His house has been broken into.
You can't see them grow. Why do you need to watch them?
Not keep an eye on them.
Stare them and see how fast they grow?
No, so nobody steals them, Your Honor.
So you're growing it illegally?
No,
If
no,
you're growing
no,
it,
no,
well, you get
no.
6 plants, and you can do those
we can-
inside.
We got.
How many you
we
get?
can grow 24.
You can grow
together.
24, you can put that in your basement. You'll be
Well, we
high
don't
all
have-
day because you can smell it growing. So you'll stay high. Just go in the basement and going back upstairs. You don't even have to light it. Isn't that right? He knows. I get my information from him.
But we had discussed an agreement that I would stay there until it was done and move out.
Plaintiff Marvin Smith is suing his brother, who claims Marvin threatened him with a machete and a gun.
Tell me about the amount he agreed to pay, and did he pay it?
$200 a month.
When? Starting when?
After March.
Okay.
And I really didn't see any money. I told him about it several times. If he did give me
Never
money, it
told me
was not
about
very
it.
much.
Okay, he didn't
And I
have
give
to
you
tell
money
you. You,
every-
sir, he didn't have to tell you. You said there was an agreement
Yes,
that
and
you
I
would
paid
pay.
him every month at the first of the month.
You paid every month?
Yes,
How much?
at least 200, sometimes more.
All right, and he paid 0. Is that what you're saying?
Last time he gave me money, it was $94.
Sir, how did you pay him?
I paid him with a check a few times, but mostly cash. He's my brother. I wasn't expecting that, you know.
What do you mean? What does that have to do with check or cash?
Well, mostly I give him
Him
cash.
being
I
your
didn't
brother.
know that he was going to, that this was going to come out. I didn't know I needed to keep a record of what I was giving him.
Okay. Well,
My
you keep
point.
more cash than
Well, yeah,
you
I
do
go to the bank,
checks?
get the cash out. I don't have any checks. My checks you can see have all
Okay,
been
because
temporary.
that means you're even more broke than I thought. They're garnished.
No,
You're
I
getting
got
garnished.
it. I got it.
You're
I got
getting
a card.
garnished. You're getting garnished. That's why you don't have a bank account. Or you bounce too many checks for any bank. No bank in the country will touch you.
No, that is not true, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, I only see one that says rent.
Right.
So what about the other two?
That was just, I don't know what that was for, because it's.
Okay, well,
it's all
he's
money.
suing you
'Cause
for
it could've
rent.
been-
If
'cause
you don't know what, all we
I
have
don't
is
know what
$300.
those, I mean, it was something I
Sir,
gave him
have
for
you ever
something.
seen that? It says rent at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, the 300?
Yeah, 300.
Yeah.
To Marvin Smith. It's a good possibility.
All right.
He could have gave it to me.
How much do you believe you paid, sir?
I believe I've paid everything that.
So why do you give him
mean-
3 checks and then the rest are always cash? Why did you determine, I think I'll give him a check this time?
Well, because I had a check at the time.
You had a check 3 times.
Right. And I get a couple of temporary checks to pay some bills and
These aren't
stuff.
temporary checks.
Right. Because I don't.
You said they were temporary. These aren't temporary.
They're not?
Judgment for the plaintiff, $2,500. And what is your counterclaim for? How does he owe you $1,000?
I mean, I've just been stressed out. He shot a gun at me. I mean, he's
I agree.
always
Did you
coming in
shoot
the
the
house.
gun
I'm
at
walking
him?
I
on-
actually shot it in the up
Well,
at the house.
that's
but-
enough. Shooting it in the air is enough for him to have emotional distress. $1,000 is your judgment, so you're left with $1,500. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
We've had an emotional relationship. I love my brother, and I'd do anything for him. And I have. I've helped him get vehicles. He stayed with me for 8 months, and I didn't charge him a penny, nothing.
When I stayed with him, I was working at a job, but also he was junking at the time. So on the weekends and in the evenings, I would go out and clean junk to pay for my statement there.
You never got paid out of the junk you cleaned?
No. That was the deal.
You
I
are
lived there, I
full-
get out
no,
there, I
that is not-
clean the
that
brass,
was not the deal.
Plaintiff William Cross was addicted to crack for 20 years, but he got sober after going to Narcotics Anonymous. William started dating the defendant after they met in NA, but they broke up after the defendant falsely accused him of assault. He's suing for a security deposit and furniture. Defendant Mary Pulley says 60 days into their relationship, William became physically abusive, and that's why she broke up with him. Mary claims after William assaulted her, the police made him leave her home, and she denies owing him for anything.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I thought I found the lover, but I was only kidding myself. By the time I learned the truth about it, she actually had someone else. You know, we actually We met in the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous. After 20 years of drug addiction, I figured I was an addict and I done had it. I went to go try to get some help for myself, and lo and behold, there was somebody beautiful. So I approached her, asked her out to dinner. It was me and her from that day on. I mean, Your Honor, we hit it off hard. We was fornicating something
You ever
everywhere.
pimp or something in the street?
Your Honor, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
But I have
You were
been-
just a dope fiend. You didn't even get no
I
money,
didn't
no
have
real money.
The crack was the pimp, sir. Let's keep it real.
Okay, you a crackhead, but were you a pimp before then?
No, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay, well you act like it. You got pimp mannerisms. That's
But
all.
do I now?
Huh?
Oh,
You talk like a pimp. You got pimp mannerisms. All that.
okay, all right.
Go ahead. I got it right
Well,
there.
well,
I
this
know
pimp
it. I
got
grew up
tricked
around
then, right?
pimps. I saw a pimp every day of my life
Okay.
up until age 18.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay.
Go ahead. So that's what I'm
Well, it
saying.
sounds like this pimp got tricked by XO.
It sounds like it. A lot of them do. A lot of them do.
Okay.
Ultimately, when they leave the game, they forget the game. They drop their books, they lose their lesson.
Okay. All right. All
You
right.
want to kick it? We can
All
kick
right.
the pimp game. Now. I believe I can out-talk pimp game with you.
Okay.
Defendant Mary Pulley dated the plaintiff, but she claims she broke up with him after he assaulted her.
All right, let me hear from you. You met this gentleman where, and how did you all proceed?
I met him in the rooms of recovery. He pursued me and pursued me. He even asked my girlfriend to get me to go out with him. I broke it off with William because he's too aggressive, and put your hands on me, that's a no-no.
How long were you all dating before he put his hands on you?
60 days.
What happened?
I was talking to the landlord because I had asked William to leave because he told me he was unhappy. So I said, if you're so unhappy, then find you someplace else to be happy. Because you cannot be happy with somebody else in my house.
That's right. Go ahead.
So,
But Your Honor, I have just to say, at that time, she ain't spent not one red nickel on rent. Not a nickel, not a penny, not a dime.
because he told me I ain't have to.
Right.
I didn't
He
never.
told me I ain't have to. He said, keep your money, I got it.
You admitted,
I
you
said
admitted
that-
to being a trick. Now be quiet. You admitted to going from pimp to trick. Go ahead.
Okay.
So after that, I was talking to the landlord because I gave William 30 days to move. And he was around there acting like he wasn't looking for no place. He was steady following up behind me, talking about, you know, I didn't mean it. We can work
Tell
this out.
me about the assault. It was when you asked him to leave?
I was talking to the landlord, and I was letting the landlord know that William would no longer be residents in the apartment. And he snatched my phone aggressively out my ear, and we wrestling for my phone. And he wouldn't give it to me. He talking to the landlord, telling him this his money and this his house and all that.
How did it end?
I called the police and they escorted him out because he did stay there.
Good.
But he came back in and finished his little 30 days out because he refused to leave.
No, I did not get no 30 days. That's
So he ran up on me. So you gonna pay me $1,000?
This is the
before I
second
move?"
time?
Yeah.
No, this all
You
happened
gonna
in
run
one
up
night.
and he
this
ran
all
up on
happened
me?
in one incident.
You said it was the second instance. Go ahead.
He ran up on me and said, you gonna pay me $1,000 if you want me out of here. I said, I'm not giving you nothing and you leaving.
Okay. All right. Now, tell me about the security deposit and the furniture you're suing for.
Well, Your Honor, I actually, as she stated, I paid what, July's rent? No, it was April. No, here's this is the check right here, but the rent was only $500. The check was for $2,000.
You said you were suing for a security deposit
yeah,
and the
which is
cost of
$500.
furniture. You have the security deposit evidence?
This is the
$500?
This is the $2,000. The 500's into the 2,000.
What was the other $1,500 for?
That was for May's, June, and July's rent that I paid.
Okay.
Okay, and then this is the furniture right here.
Okay. He
Okay.
did write a check, ma'am. $2,000.
Yes, he did. And he gave it to me because he said,
I was working that day.
No,
and
he
you see
was
right
not
here,
working.
you
He
can
went
see
to-
this is
Excuse
my work schedule. The day of the 15th.
Did the police escort you out?
Oh yes, they did.
Why?
Cause they asked me to just leave because she was hysterical, saying that I didn't put hands on that girl. We did wrestle for the phone, but I did not put hands.
You want
on
to
her.
have a police report?
no.
And there's no incidents like that. All I have is this here where I came to get my stuff, she wouldn't give it to me, so I had to call the police in order to get it.
You see that? But regarding that incident when they came out where she alleged you assaulted her, there's no report?
Yeah, that's all right there.
This is the incident when they came out?
Yes.
As a result of her call?
Yes.
And please don't make me read all this and this now, because that's not what you just said.
No, that's actually when I called them to pick up my furniture.
Right. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me just get an agreement here so y'all don't think I'm wrong. People who use it, I've seen 1,000 times, just like I've seen 1,000 pimps. People who use crack for over 10, 20-something years, even when they stop, don't you all agree they have a different personality?
Yes.
Than they did, even after they stopped. It's a different personality. It's called crackish ways. He grinning. He didn't know what I'm talking about, man. So why y'all bring this to me? If you're going for an ex-crack addict or recovering addict, that's what I'll call you. If you've been recovering, if you did 20 years of crack, don't come here. I don't feel like dealing with your crackish ways. You're gonna act just like a crackhead. You must didn't do 20 years of it. How many you get in?
I did about 15.
See,
but I'm 10 years clean.
That don't matter how long you clean. You know once you're doing it that long, your mind has, your whole mind has been changed and altered.
Yes, it
All
has.
right, and that's what I'm getting from him. All this looking through the papers and saying one thing and mean the other. Crackish ways.
Okay.
Pimpish ways mixed with, hey, that's pimp mixed with crack.
Okay.
All right, my man. So this is evidence. This is evidence of them escorting you out. Do you have anything regarding the security deposit? Anything that says 500?
No, it's all into that 2,000.
All right, you included everything in here.
Defendant Mary Pulley dated the plaintiff, but she claims she broke up with him after he assaulted her.
What do you say to the furniture and the security deposit?
I say this. He took me to the furniture store. He said, pick what you want. When it came for the receipt, he said, sign the receipt. It's your furniture. And that's what I did. The receipt right here.
Let's see
the
it, please,
lease
Dora.
right here. Everything's in my name. And I didn't
saying they were gifts?
They were gifts.
Sir, what do you say to that? She shows evidence, she says, indicating everything is in her name.
If you look on the receipt, the day that it was supposed to have been delivered, right there was just the 15th. If you look here, I was planning to be in Missouri on the 15th. So I asked her, this is my work schedule here. On the 15th, I took off of work to go to Missouri, so I had her to sign for it because I wasn't going to be in the state.
I signed the receipt in the furniture store.
Sir?
I said, I told her because she was going to be the one who to receive the furniture. So I was leaving, I wasn't going to be in town.
You had paid by credit card ahead of time or something?
I paid, no,
or you gave it to her?
No, I had a credit card. I put $500 down, and then I went and borrowed $1,800, paid that, then went to the bank.
For the furniture?
Yeah, for the furniture.
All right, and the day they delivered it, is that what you're saying she signed it?
No, she signed it when we was in the furniture store. I told her to sign for it.
Because you were right there with her.
Yeah, but I didn't give it to her. I just told her.
So why didn't you sign it?
Your Honor, I guess my crackish ways got me again.
Your crackish ways? See, and that's the problem. No, that's the problem because crackheads are slicker than anybody. You know, your problem was you were a pimp too long and you didn't know the criminal game. You'd known the criminal game, you'd have known how to get out of it, and you'd have known what to say. You didn't know what to say.
But I did not give it to her, Your Honor. I just told her.
That's why when pimps go to court, they all get convicted. They don't know what to say.
And excuse me, the day I signed that lease, he wasn't at work. He went to St. Louis with his brother to buy some illegal cigarettes to bring them back here to sell in the store. That's why he wasn't there to sign the lease. That's why.
That's illegal, but it does amuse me to hear the game go down. Sir, she has proven to me you got this. I believe you gave it to her as gifts. Like you referred to yourself as a trick, I believe she tricked you. I have to go with the law. The law has it all in her name. I can't go against evidence that proves what she says. She says you gave her the furniture as a gift. That's why she signed her name, because it was hers. Same with the deposit here. I have to go with what's in front of my eyes, sir. And you ain't no good pimp no more. You done dropped your books, lost your lesson. You know the name of the game is cop and blow. You done blew. Have a good day.
Your claim is dismissed.
Good riddance.